Transformers, more than meets the eye. Autobots wage their battle to destroy the evil forces of the Decepticons.
Hello everybody, this is Toys R Us and welcome to what should be a grand day out, which not the Wallace and Gromit film, but this is what I wanted to give this video a proper introduction for. Main reason being I'm going off on a toy hunt, fingers crossed, stroke toy haul. But again, it's going to be much more than that. So what I'm going to be doing, I'm up first and foremost nice and early. I'm quietly hiding out in the back of my room giving this introduction because it's 5 AM in the UK, and at 6 AM we're setting off on a four and a half hour road trip that's going to take us down to a shop known as the Spacebridge. I've never been there. I've never been to any sort of specialist toy shop like this before. I've mentioned it briefly up until the build up, so it's something I'm really looking forward to. So a few things as well before we get started. I've had a lot of influx of new subscribers soon, and I suppose they're quite surprised, and maybe people don't really know that this channel is only about 15 months old. It all coincides with the first lockdown in the UK, and although I'm a member of loads of Facebook groups and I put my videos on them all, and they very kindly let me, obviously, all of this was sort of kept hidden until about March. I didn't join one particular, I wasn't a member of any Transformer group at all, apart from the official collectors club years and years ago. But Facebook groups, I wasn't a member of any. I didn't know any of the community. I didn't know any of the collectors who I now speak to. So yeah, it's been an absolutely crazy whirlwind sort of 15 months. But on the negative side for myself, that meant that I never went to BotCon, obviously, because I'm living in the UK, and with me being a personal trainer, it means that most of my weekends have been taken up. So I never got to go to any auto assembly or anything. So I never got to really experience the convention, I suppose the specialist stores and the shops that we're heading to right now. So I'm really mega excited for all of that. I'm even more excited about the people I'm going to meet when I get there. And I want to give them a bit of an introduction as well, because they just seem like such great people. So I've never met any of these in person. So the person who owns the Spacebridge is Paul Hutchins. This is TF Source, by the way. He's got his own, as you can see, collector's interview. He seems to be a collector just like me, but obviously he's been doing it way longer than me. They are all variants. I'll just quickly show you one more picture of him because he loves Infernos. And again, if I thought I had some variants, then this guy has got some variants. So we're going to be meeting him. I'm going to be chatting to him. I'm going to be filming in his shop. He's very kindly agreed for me to do that. Just meeting him, I'm really looking forward to, and fingers crossed, you know, getting something coming back with from his shop. The other people I'm going to be meeting is, number one, is Tim Banerjee. I've mentioned him before on this channel. He was the person who does the box restoration, and funnily enough, at the very bottom of that page, he's collector interview number 77. So this is another person I've just started chatting to again since lockdown, not met him. And then the other person, his name is Mateus, and he was the guy who did the amazingly nice gesture, and he got me the Japanese sound wave and just told me to pay him back whenever I could. So I'm going to be meeting them two there. My friend Lee, who does the intros to my videos, he's coming with me as well, because it's a long journey. Yeah, we're going to head down. It's going to take 4.5 hours to get there. We're going to do videos in the shop, interviews of them too. I'm definitely having some toys to bring back because I've done a couple of payment plans with Matt and with Tim, so we know I've got some things that I'm coming back with. And yeah, again, exactly that. I just felt that I need to give this video a proper introduction because it's just going to be really good. Really excited about it, and I just wanted to share it with you guys. So let's get on the road, and I'll keep updates going throughout the day with this. All right, guys, catch up soon. Righty then, so obviously now we're in the car. We've got 100 miles to go. I'm a little bit more awake, but my hay fever's still playing up horrendously. Just quickly tagging on to what I was saying before I left the house. So before we even, as I say, get anything from the actual shop, I've got a couple of original G1 Optimus Prime variants that I'm getting from Matt, and I'm getting boxed to some vintage Japanese, one of my favourite vintage Japanese figures as well. So that's things that I'm definitely getting. Already paid for them over the past few months with these guys, so that's something to look forward to. But with regards to what's in the actual shop, I don't know until I get there. Really looking forward to the fact that he's going to be bringing in some of his own private collection just to show me off and allow me to film to show you guys as well. So that's just a little bit of a mini update. 100 miles to go. I'll see you probably, maybe once more before we get to the shop. I'll let you know. All right, take care. Right then, so it's 20 past 10. It took the 4 hours and something that we thought it was going to be. We've just pulled up in the car park. I've just passed the shop. So the next video we're going to be inside the shop, and I'll probably be a little bit more animated, but I'll see you inside the shop in a second. Okie doke, so as you can see in front of you, we have managed to make our way to the Spacebridge. So this really is, to be fair, not just Transformer 7, it's anything 80s related, toy related. It's just brilliant. So a lot of the loose, we've even got an original G1 comic there, issue 1 from the UK. There's so much in here. I don't think this little video is going to do any justice, to be fair. There's just loads of things, so many things to see. I'll do as detailed as I can in a scout around. There's some things missing off the shelf because I've already had them and I'll show you all them when I get back. There's just so much stuff. So there's some of the loose, some of the newer figures are there, and if we're coming up to the top, there's some original G1 boxed ones. We're moving around, got some of the newer figures, all the reissues, Kingdoms, Walmart exclusives. I'm going to make my way through here. This whole wall is Transformers. It's just, as you can see, it's brilliant. Loads and loads and loads. Everything, any genre, any toy line. There's the newer ones. And brilliant, there's a bit too much glare there, so I'll come back in a second with some more. Okay then, so we're back, and yeah, sorry I didn't do any more videos down in the shop. I've just absolutely had an absolutely amazing day. The time's just flown. I've met some amazingly nice people, which I'll talk about a bit more in a second. But yeah, reason why we didn't do too much in the shop and with this speaking to each other and stuff is we are still under some lockdown rules in the UK, so we weren't allowed a lot of people in the shop at the same time. We had to wear masks. Of course, there's still supposed to be no physical contact or anything like that. So even though we couldn't even, you know, do all that, we still just had a great day. Paul's a lovely guy, so down to earth. Got some great stories and an amazing shop. Them little videos, I don't think I've done it much justice at all. Matt, lovely to meet him in person. Again, lovely guy. And Tim as well. Tim, fantastic. Everybody just, it was just so nice, the fact that not met each other at all, only spoke, literally not even on the phone to these people, just by text, via messages, met them all in person. Such a great day, so good. So it's really been on all levels so good. I've got like a load of stuff to tell you now, to show you now as well, which is of course good. And this, you know, this is just the bonus of the day. The day was brilliant. This is just the bonus. But what I forgot to do this morning was, in the rush and in my tiredness, I had a box of stuff that I took down, because of course Paul is a shop. He runs this Spacebridge, so he buys and sells collections. So I took down some of my stuff. I did some trades with him as well. And yeah, and I've mentioned this loads of times. So, you know, if you ever want to just, I suppose, just, you know, collect what you want to collect, which makes you happy. So there's a load of stuff here which I've got from Matt, I've got from Tim. I'm going to show you everything I've got from the Spacebridge first. This is a total mishmash of new and old. So I'm going to show you an old one first and foremost, which is this guy. And this is, I know I've got one of these, but I don't have one of these boxed, and I definitely don't have a Canadian one. And it's in beautiful condition. So this, and again, it wasn't released in the UK, so this is another reason why this is so sought after. Not released in the UK. Beautiful condition. Iguanus the Pretender. Then I told you this is all total mishmash. It's brilliant. This is Counterpunch, but this is the Transformer subscription service version of him. So you could only get this if you're a member of the Collectors Club, and you paid the subscription service to get it. So this is it's an exclusive figure, and oh, there we go. It just comes pretty much in a brown box. This didn't come in a brown box. This was just completely as it is. I feel a bit like Ultra Marcus now on his birthday. So when he had so many things to go through, I've got exactly the same. I've got so many things to go through with, you know. just, yeah, honestly, what a day. This is a reissue of Japanese 6 Turbo. Now, I do have an original. I've not managed to do a video on it yet, but Paul had a reissue, which, for those of you unaware, I've done a video on 6 liner and 6 wing and 6 builder. So this is 6 Turbo. This is another one. And the reason why I've got this reissue one is obviously because it's a bit cheaper, and because Toys I Bought My Little Boy has taken a huge interest in these little Micromaster combiners. So I suppose it's good for that reason. It's also good, that means that when I come to do the video, which I'll probably do quite soon now, that I've got a box Japanese original and I've got a reissue one as well, so we can have a look at the differences. And I won't have to do so many transformations on video either. So I told you, Totalmishmash, we've got a G1, we've got collector's service, we've got a reissue, we've got, let's go to 2 original G1s first. This is just a normal G1 Brawn, but for anybody who's seen my complete collection videos or noticed it's the rub version as well, by the way, or seen my shelves in the videos I've been doing, I've only got one of him. So that's it. So I've got another one now I can display in his other mode. Another G1 figure I've got is Dogfight. I'm sure it's Dogfight. Let's hope it is. The Trigger Con, sorry, obviously, because he's a Decepticon. Again, only one of them, and to be honest, this is a much better example of the figure. It's beautiful, really good. In fact, that's one thing I will definitely say about Paul's stuff. It's quality. It's not it's I suppose it's a shop, isn't it? So he's not going to sell the duds, or as I used to sell a few on eBay, I'd say, you know, heavily played with, or these are really good examples. So really pleased with these. This one as well. This is one that I should have got years and years ago and it evaded me. It's still sealed. I'm not going to get it out. They used the Cliff Jumper mold, and it's a BotCon exclusive, and it is tap out. And that's what BotCon did. Obviously, they used existing molds, redecoed them, and made their own exclusive figures. So when Cliff Jumper was available as a keyring, excuse me, in the very early 2000s, I think it was 2000. Oh, there we go, 2002. Yeah, there we go. This is BotCon's vision again. I'll do a video. I won't take him out the bag, but I've got some really good pictures and some stuff to show you again from the book that Emput got me, obviously. This is honestly, this is just the tip of the iceberg. It's probably why I didn't film anything. There was just so much going on. This is all still Spacebridge stuff. So this is still sealed, but the crazy thing is, I've not opened this yet. It is opened on one side. Don't worry, I'm not opening the seal part. The Micromasters are still sealed onto the card. But for any of you who've seen my Micromaster trailer Japanese video, it normally comes with a little trailer. And the previous owner, the previous owner of it just looks like they've cut the trailer out. The Micromasters are still sealed beautifully. And I just love it because it's in the Japanese box, and it's much, I'm sure you can imagine, it's much easier to acquire or to attain a little Micromaster trailer than it is a boxed sealed Micromasters. So there we go, G1 Japanese. It hasn't even been punched, no punch at the top. So this is from the Return of Convoy line. Yeah, Star Convoy. It's so late, we've been out all day. There's more. This is again, so these are some, I'd say new, but they're not that new anymore, are they? This is, of course, 11 years old. This is a Scan Series Dark of the Moon Ironhide. This is a Scan Series Dark of the Moon Ratchet. And I've mentioned this before, and I'm sure loads of collectors, you've probably heard say this, and I'm going to echo it just again. At the gym where I used to work, there was a pop-up Toys R Us that popped up. I think it came around just around when school started, about September, and it was only there till Christmas. And they had these in an abundance, and I didn't buy any of them back then. And that's obviously a regret that I've got, but I've managed to get them. And then here's another one, an absolute beauty. There is Dark of the Moon Wheeljack. So this is the US version. He's actually called Wheeljack. There's a Japanese version as well, where he's called Q. But they weren't widely released either. Neither was this Earthrise Thrust. It's very dark, isn't it? It is dark, sorry, but it's later. I've got back late, so it is quite dark. and the lighting in here isn't the greatest. Can make a bit more light. Let's have a look. Yeah, so earthrise thrust, obviously not available in this country and still really difficult, I believe, to get hold in the States. So thanks very much for that, Paul. Final one from Paul is this, and this is another one that I saw and didn't bother with. So this is, we're going back to Titan's Return now. There was a teeny little Repugnus, wasn't there, that was released, but this is the special edition deluxe version. And because I love this figure so much and I've been after it for so long, I'm going to do something crazy. I'm going to do a video on this and I'm going to take him out. I'm actually going to take him out of the box because I just think he looks fantastic and I can't wait to display him. So this is all the stuff from the Spacebridge. So as you can see, I sound like I'm advertising the shop now, which I suppose I sort of am, but everything G1 right up now, even down to exclusives. But that isn't just the stuff. That's, as I say, that's what I managed to do with trading. And of course I brought some things as well, but that's just the Spacebridge stuff. Now I've got from Matty and from Tim, again, other things. You see, this whole trip, for those people who've been watching this channel for quite some time, I mentioned this trip on What's Happening Wednesday months ago. So this has been in the works for ages. So we've been having, yeah, our own little deals going on as well. And it made pure sense to go and collect everything all at one particular point, because the shipping or the postage for the things that I'm probably going to show you now, I might as well have done what we did, just all meet up and pick it up. So you know how I like my Japanese exclusives. I'm going to start with the things from Matty first, and this is, he's at the side, it's not the original, it's still just as good. So this is the Titan. Yes, it looks exactly like the Fortress Maximus I've got up over there and most people probably got at home, but this is the Japanese version. So of course it is Grand Maximus, so it's just redecoed. He's got his giant sword. He's loose. I've not got a box with him, but it was the only Titan making a right mess of this. It was the only Titan that I was missing, so I could do a complete Titans video now. So with him, with Fort Max, the Ark's on the way, got Unicron. Yeah, there you go, buzzing to actually get him. This is the one as well. Great shot. This is an original. Again, no box, but not bothered. So I love Japanese Victory. The cartoon, it's a retool and of course a redeco of Six Shot, but wow, love it. Where can I put him? Safe, somewhere safe. Yeah, there's loads to show you. I'm going to show you these quickly because I can reach around to these, and because, again, what a nice chap. Remember how I said he managed to acquire that Soundwave for me and then just say pay it later? He's then got these two little ones for me boy, which is just an amazingly nice gesture. And there they are. They're a bit like the world's smallest Transformers, but they're a bit bigger. I don't know if they could buy her yet or whatever. I'm gonna have to give them a proper good going over and have a look at them, but he's like, you can have them for your boy as well. So there we go. Riley's going to be really pleased. The heads have just come off, so you know they are proper little transforming bots. They've even got their swords as well. Again, just I wanted to show you this because I wanted to show you what a nice chap he is. And he does sell as well great items. He's got loads of Japanese things for sale at the moment. That's the other sword to the other one. Right, we're running out of space, aren't we? So there's more and more. Like I say, this is months of planning, months of working out, months of negotiating, months of swapping, months of saving, months of lots of things. This is a line of toys that I don't even usually collect, in all honesty, but when I saw the condition that this was in, and for the crazy low price it was, this was on another auction site. He quickly just sent me the link. He said, "Are you interested in this?" I was like, "Yeah, that's really good." Jumped on it, jumped straight on it, and it's super well wrapped, and this is the first time that I'm going to see it in hand, so this is going to be good as well. I'm just trying to work out which is the best way to open it without damaging the card, and I've just realised how tired I look. I wanted to do it all today to get it all done, to have some consistency. So I don't usually collect G2 stuff, but that's as flat and I think as beautiful example of a G2 Bumblebee you're going to see. Look at that. Wow. I'm going to put that back super safe. Let me just put this back in the bag. Yes, so that was Japanese auction site again. Japanese auction site. Can't go wrong with some of them. I'm going to put him back in nice and safe. And as I said, all round really nice guy. First time I met him. Yeah, really nice. Same as Tim. Tim's really excitable. He's just like me. He walked into Paul's shop, and it was nice to see that them two have known each other for ages, and they were telling their stories. They'd known each other for about 20 years apparently, and you could see that they were really close. And you know, even Tim was there like, oh, I need this, and he was pulling stuff, you know, off the shelves and buying stuff. It was just so nice to see. It was really good, and I suppose it also just felt good just to be normal and out again, to be honest. Right, I've got 4 more things from Matt. Right. Okay, let's put all these down here. In fact, let's start with these 2 first. So everybody knows I love my Optimus Prime variants, but here's the trailer, and everybody knows I love my Mexican variants. So let's get a bit crazy, shall we? So this is a Mexican Prime. Now for the Hawkeyes out there, and I'm going to do a better video on this, you can already see straight away that these 2 are different colours. That was one of the things that they were pretty good at doing, not matching colours up and things like that. But they were also awful at their painting techniques. For those of you who don't know or have not seen my channel, check out the Mexican playlists. Check out check out Astro Train, how they painted his eyes. They just splashed red on it. They did that with quite a few figures, and for those of you who've not seen anything like this before, I think the word is horrified, and I think that's probably another reason why there's not so many of these about. Because imagine if you were a child on Christmas whenever it was 1985, by the time the Mexican ones made it over here, and you just got your brand new Optimus Prime. I'm setting this up, aren't I? You've took your trailer out of the box. You've got your Optimus Prime. You're going to transform him for the first time, and you are literally met with that. Where's the camera? Look at that. I can't even believe that these made it out of a factory. So yeah, that's literally just red splodge in the eyes. I'm going to be doing a much more detailed video on this. Of course I am. I'm speechless still. So again, variants, me, nuts. So there's a Mexican Prime with the red eyes. This is another Mexican Prime. This one's a bit looser. This one did actually have some playtime. You can see we've still got the different 2 tones there. This one also does have red eyes, but it just shows, I think, the consistency of how things were completely mixed up and messed up. So the one in this hand has a lighter head compared to this one. Can I get it in the light? I don't know if you can see, but yeah, the 2 shades of the head, there you go, that's completely lighter than that one. There you go. So 2 Optimus Primes, same factories, different colour plastics for the head. Mental. But then I suppose I don't want to say pièce de la resta, I can't even say it anyway. The last 2 things from Matt are, there is a boxed one, which funnily enough doesn't have the red eyes, but there's the IGA logo. Here is the much more I suppose, what's the word right? The quality of the box is very poor. There's no robot points. There's the IGA logo. Again, I'm going to be doing much more detailed videos on these very, very soon. And then this one is beautiful. This is the last thing I got from Matt. This one is the Canadian Box Prime. So we've got the 2 languages there. Lovely box. We've got the dual language on the back as well. So again, I will be doing videos on all of these. So I have to say huge thank you for Matt. Again, lots of months gone into this, lots of months he's sourcing, finding, etc. Huge thanks to him for them. The final thing that I need to show you, and this is just a box. This is not the figure, but the box is just as good. because I've got a loose one. I've got to go around here and grab it. I wanted it all out of sight so you couldn't see it all. But and that's an original one. So this is a original Takara 1987 Headmasters box for my Fortress Maximus. So only difference is between the figure that they've got giant swords, which of course the giant swords are in here as well. So that's got to be one of the most successful toy haul videos I think I'm ever going to do. I don't think I'm going to be able to beat that ever. The funny thing was we did stop at a Smith's on the way down there as well, just in case we tried our luck, but there wasn't anything there, and I wanted to save the batteries on my phone for exactly what you can sort of see here right now. So overall, I want to say a huge obviously thank you to Paul Hutchins, who owns the Spacebridge shop. It's definitely worth a nose. I'm sure it's got a website. It's definitely got a Facebook page as well, so if you're obviously not in the UK, have a nose at that. Obviously huge thanks to Tim Banerjee, and a massive thank you to Matt Ayers as well. So, and Lee for driving me. Lee, thanks very much, buddy. He's the guy who does the, I've mentioned it all the time, he's the guy who does the intros for my videos. He's amazing as well. We just had such a great day out. We're going to definitely do it again when all restrictions are lifted. We can do more filming. In again, the restrictions are he's only allowed 3 people in his shop, and there was 3 of us already, and of course the Leo came down with me, so it just made any of the filming sort of stuff, we just couldn't really do it. We had to wear the masks, we couldn't do the shaking hands, we couldn't do all that sort of stuff, but we can do it again when we're allowed to. But there you go, ladies and gentlemen, this has been, in my world of collecting, one of the best days I've ever, it's got to be one of the best days I've ever had, for not just for these are obviously amazing, but thanks to them guys, they made it. They made the day. They made it well worth the 4-hour drive there and the 4-hour back. So thank you very much. And of course to you guys who are watching this right now and have watched it all and have watched me since the very beginning. I want to, huge thanks to you guys. Thanks very much for watching, and of course, please take care. Thanks for watching. Like and comment, and don't forget to subscribe.